So, the voltage rectifier on a Harley Davidson Softail, is it going bad? Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So this is a very special video, tech video or alert video for Harley Davidson M8 Softails and the voltage rectifier part of the voltage regulator. Okay, so I got an email here from Brian who alerted me to an incident that he had, and what I found really interesting were the symptoms that he had as well. So basically the end result was that it was the voltage rectifier on the M8 Softail that was not working correctly, and these were the symptoms. So basically he bought a 2018 Sport Glide, he bought it used, and he got a 30-day warranty from the dealer. On day 32, he says that his speedo just stopped working. It was at 0. He wasn't getting any warning lights, although the digital side was working. Now, he also had an FP3, Fuel Pack 3, fitted to the bike as well. And with a quick diagnostics check on that, it showed that he had a high voltage to the BMU and to the speedometer as well. So that was showing a high voltage. Now, after they carried out a few more checks, they discovered it was the rectifier part that was the issue. He phoned his local Harley Davidson dealership. He said, have you got one of these in stock? He knew he'd have to pay for it, which he did. They had it on the shelf, and he basically asked them, has this ever happened before? And they said, oh yeah, it's quite a common problem. Okay, so this story typifies some of the problems that people might have been getting with their M8 Softails. And most of these electrical issues that you get are usually down to the battery or the voltage regulator, or in this case the rectifier part of it. There is some kind of electrical discrepancy that is not making the bike function properly, and it's causing an undervoltage or an overvoltage through the battery and then into the electrical system as well. So that is something that you might want to be aware of. And also, if you do get any of these sorts of issues, then it could be a relatively simple fix just by changing the battery or by changing, in this case, the voltage regulator rectifier. Now, Brian says it only cost him £175 with a bit of discount as well. So look, £175 to get your bike back up and running after your warranty is expired as well. And you might think this is a huge electrical issue that's gone wrong. Well, actually, it's just the voltage rectifier that is not working properly. Now, the regulator rectifier, in my opinion, is located in the wrong location on all the Harley Davidsons. I think it's just too low, too exposed, and it's too vulnerable to damage or to the elements, overheating, vast temperature changes. I don't think it's any surprise that Harley Davidson and dealerships know that they have regular voltage regulator rectifier issues. That's why they keep them in stock, I would imagine. Now, if you go into the two playlists on the YouTube channel, Know Your Harley Davidson Softail and the Sport Glide Garage as well, you'll find videos in there where I talk about little fixes or ways to protect various components on your bike, and one of those is the voltage regulator. Now, just coming onto the market recently, there have been a few shields that have been developed for the voltage regulator, or you can fashion one yourself that will actually stop it being impacted by road debris, or it will protect it at least to some degree. But if you look back at all those electrical testing videos, which I did as well, a lot of that is around how much power is getting into the voltage regulator, let's say from the alternator, but also how much power is coming out of the voltage regulator rectifier. It is a sealed unit. There is nothing you can do with it. You can only know if it's working properly or not working properly. Sometimes the diagnostics doesn't really tell the whole story either. And sometimes actually just swapping out a unit and put another one back in actually gives the full verdict of what the issue was. So if you ever have any electrical issues with your motorcycle, a good starting point will be the battery, and then also how that battery is being charged. Is it getting the correct voltage current input, but also is it getting the correct type of voltage input as well? Because that's what the rectifier does. It effectively changes the AC to a DC voltage, and that's what your battery is running off. So if that is not working properly, then it's going to cause a whole host of issues from the battery and into the electrical system, and that's exactly what happened in Brian's case. Quick swap of the voltage regulator, £175 later, bish bash bosh, done. Anyway, I thought I'd bring this to you because it's not necessarily because it was a voltage regulator rectifier problem, but it was more about the indications that he was getting as well, and most notably on the speedometer and what was working and what wasn't working. The digital display was working, but it was very dim as well. That was the other thing that he mentioned as well. Anyway, hope you found that useful. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website, RevelatorAlf.com. Check out the members area for all the tech videos. And, well, catch you again on another video. Bye now.